Hey there, today I'll be showing you how to draw Rubble from Paw Patrol. So we're going to start in the middle of the face with the bridge over the nose. Starting with a curve from left to right, we'll curve up and towards the middle, and then back down on the right side. In the middle here, we're going to leave a little gap at the top and draw in the nose. So starting from left to right, we're going to draw a little curve. From here, we're going to come down on both sides towards the center of the nose. So curving down and in, and we'll go up on the right side. From here, let's draw the line coming down towards the mouth. So starting at the bottom of the nose, we'll draw a straight line coming down. From here, let's draw the smile. So we can draw a curve from left to right going upwards and just touching that line. Starting on the left, we'll curve over to the right side. From here, let's draw in these little curves for the sides of the mouth. So on the left side here, I'm going to draw a little curve like this. And on the right, we'll draw the same thing but just flipped over. We're going to draw in a couple of fangs. So on the left side here, just on this line, we're going to draw sort of like an upside down V. We'll draw the same thing on the right side. In these little spaces here, we're going to draw a few whisker marks. So 3 little dots on the left, and then 3 dots on the right. From here, let's go ahead and draw in the eyes. So just above this nose bridge, on either side, we're going to draw a curve. Starting on the left side, we're going to draw a big curve from left to right. And we'll draw the same thing on the right side, making sure we leave enough space in between the nose and the bottom of the eye. From here, I'm going to draw a curve connecting this point to this point, all the way to the top, almost like a circle, and then coming down on the inside of the eye. Let's do the same thing on the right side, making sure we get the same height on both sides. So curving up to the top, and coming back down on the outside of the eye. In here, we're going to draw in the iris and pupil. So we're going to draw a little circle on the inside corner of the eye. So we're going to tuck this eye in inside the inside edge and the bottom edge here. Starting on the inside here, we're going to draw a curve going up to the top of the eye and then tucking this in on the bottom. We'll do the same thing on the right side, but we're going to flip this over. So starting here, the same height, curve up, and then we'll tuck this in on the bottom of the eye. Let's draw a little highlight. So we're going to imagine some light coming down in this direction. So we're going to see a little white circle on the tops. So up here, we'll draw a little circle, and you can see that I left a little gap on the edge. We'll draw the same thing on the right side. And we're going to tuck in a pupil underneath, right in the middle of this big circle. So what we're going to do is going to start at the bottom of this highlight and just draw a circle going around and then behind that highlight. Let's go ahead and color all this in black. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So starting at the bottom of this highlight, circle around, and then back up to the top. We're going to color all this in black. Now that we have the nose and the eyes, we're going to draw in the bottoms of the cheek. So right on the left side of this curve, we're going to curve underneath this eye to the outside of the head. So we're going to make sure that we go beyond the outside edge of this eye. Starting on the outside, we'll curve up and into the nose. Do the same thing on the right side. So curving up and out. From here, let's draw in the big chin. So he's got a big chin that sticks well below the mouth here. So we're going to draw it down to about here. Starting on the left side, we want to make sure we're on the outside of the mouth. Starting right about here, curve down to the bottom of the chin. We'll curve back up to the right side. We're going to take these ends and curve this underneath this chin. So right about here, taking this point, curving right in to the chin. We'll do the same thing on the right side, so making sure we end up at the same height here. So curving around, and I'll just connect that together like that. Okay, so we got the half part of the head. Let's draw on the sides of the head here. So we're going to take these points, curve up, just above the eye. We're going to curve inwards. Starting here, we'll curve in towards the eye and straight up. Do the same thing on the right side, going straight up. From here, we're going to draw the bridge of the hat. So we want to go beyond this line and curve up above the eyes, up into the middle, and then down on the right side. So starting on the outside, we'll curve up, and then we'll come down on the right side, just like this. Let's just finish and just connect that down there. From here, I'm going to draw a little stripe down the center of the face. So where this line here meets the nose, we're going to curve up underneath the bridge of the hat. Starting at the top, we'll curve down and just kind of blend it into that point there. On the top on the right, we'll curve down and then just blend that up like that. Let's give him some eyebrows. So on top of this eye, we're going to draw a curve that touches the top of the bridge of this hat. So curving up and down. From here, I'm going to connect those 2 points with a flatter line, but it's still going to curve a little bit. Let's do the same thing on this side. So curving up, touching that line, and then back down, and then a flatter line that just curves across like that. Okay, so we got the face. Let's get into the helmet. So just above the eyebrows, we're going to draw 2 lines going straight up. 2 short lines. Just above the eyebrows. We're going to connect those 2 points with a curve that matches this curve here. So going across and then over on the right side. From here, we're going to draw the little thing that sticks up on the helmet. So just inside on the bridge of the helmet, we're going to draw an angled line to the top of the hat. I want to make it quite high, so I want to make sure that they're roughly the same height. We're going to angle them down and out. Let's connect those 2 points with a curve. Curve going across. Now we're going to draw in the sides of the helmet. So from this point, I want to go straight up in an angle and then start to curve and just be a little bit lower than the top of that hat there. So going up in an angle and then we'll curve in. So do the same thing on the right side, but this time we're going to start at the top. We're going to curve and round out, and then as we get down to the bottom, we're going to straighten out and just go to that corner of that helmet there. Let's go and draw that little symbol in the top here. So it's a little crest. At the top, we're going to draw a straight line across the top, right in the middle. Let's make this left side a little bit longer. We're going to round out the inside, so curving in on the top corners. We're going to take those 2 points and curve down to a bottom point. So right in the middle here, just above this brim of the hat, we're going to draw a little point. We're going to take that point on the end and curve right to the center. We'll do the same thing on the right side, so curving up. We're going to trace this all the way around in the inside just to create a little frame. It's going across and along the sides to the bottom and then up on the right side. And we're going to draw that little paw mark in the center here. So starting at the top middle, draw a circle. And then over to the left side, just a little bit lower, we're going to draw another circle, same size. And then on the right, we'll draw the same thing. On the bottom here, I'm just going to draw an oval going across the bottom. Let's give him some ears. So on either side, he's got these big floppy ears that come down. So up on the top here, on the side of the helmet, we're going to draw a curve that curls around and then back up. So going out, coming down, and then as we get to the bottom, we're going to curve it back up, like that. Down here, about halfway down this curve, we're going to draw a curve that goes like this, just up and down. Up above that, just below this line, the end of the line, we're going to curve, and then we're going to draw one more small curve below this line, just like that, just to show the opposite side of the ear. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So starting at the same height, we want to curve down. So curving around, curve around to the bottom, and then we'll curl this back up to the top like that. We're going to step down a little bit and draw a curve for the inside part of the ear. We'll come down a little bit more, draw one more here, and then slightly below that, we're going to draw another curve for the opposite side of the ear. Okay, so we got the head. Let's draw in the body. So I'm going to start with the little tag in the middle of the body here. So starting in the middle of the chin, I'm going to draw 2 equal length lines coming down. This is the little loop that holds a little tag. Along the top here, I'm going to draw a straight line across. We're basically going to draw the same shape down here. We're going to round out the ends, curving in. Now these 2 points are going to curve down and to the center. So we're going to come down here and draw a little point to help us start this off. On the end, we're going to curve in towards that point, and then we'll curve up towards the right side. Again, we're going to trace this out on the inside just to create a little frame so it looks nice and clean when we color this in. Curve up like this. And then the symbol in here, it looks like a little wrench. So in the middle, I'm just going to draw a 3-sided shape like that. On the top, on the left side, we're going to curve around and in. On the right side, we'll curve around and in. We'll take those 2 points and pull them straight down into the frame. Now let's draw on the collar. So on the side of the cheek here, we're going to curve and just touch that little point right there where the loop meets the tag. So up here, we're going to curve in like this. On the right side, we'll do the same thing, curving up. Now let's draw on the sides of the shoulder. So right here, where the collar meets the cheek, we're going to curve out and down. So curving out and rounding out the shoulders and coming down. Let's do the same thing on the right side. We're going to come down to the same height on the right side. So curving around to about there, maybe a little bit longer. So they're equal height. From here, I'm going to draw on the inside part of the leg. So you're going to step in a bit here, and we draw a curve coming up here, down to the bottom of the feet. So the feet, I'm going to draw up to this height here. Starting up here, we're going to curve down to the bottom of the feet. Up here, let's start right about here, curve down to the bottom of the feet like that. Let's draw on the paws. So at the bottom of this line, I'm going to draw a straight line across, just connecting that line in the corner there. These are pretty long lines on either side, making sure that they're the same length. Now from this point, we're going to connect here on the left to that point on the inside with a curve. It's like a half circle. It goes up and then comes down. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So starting on the inside of the leg, curve up and then down. Up here on the shoulder, we're going to step up a little bit here and curve down and out, right into the top of the foot. So up here we'll step up, curve down and out. Let's draw some separation lines for the paws. So up here on this curve, we draw a curve coming down. It's sort of bending over towards the left side. We'll leave a little bit of space and do the same thing. Let's do the same on the right side. So right here, draw a curve, and right up here, we'll draw another curve. We're going to give some little patch lines along the paws here. So we're going to separate this a little bit. So on the inside edge of this line, so in the center, we're going to curve up and then down. From this point, we're going to curve and flatten out to the inside part of the leg. So it creates a nice little wave. We'll do the same thing on this side. So starting at the same height, we'll curve up, and we'll round up the top, and then come out to the outside part of the leg. For the belly, we're just going to draw a curve along the belly. So just around where this shoulder ends, right here, we'll draw a curve coming down the bottom and then back up on the right side. In the middle of the body, we're going to draw two lines for the little zipper. Comes down on the vest like that. Let's go ahead and draw on the back legs. So right here on the left side, we're going to curve down. So it's got a little bit of a bend. On the right side, we'll do the same thing. So bending it down, and then we'll just flatten out the bottoms of the paws. Up here, I'm just going to draw a curve, just to create a little bit of patch work on the legs. Up here, let's draw the edge of the vest. So I'm going to take this line, and I'm actually going to continue this on to the top of the shoulder here. So I'm just going to continue that line, going up on either side. And to give it a little bit of trim, I'm going to start up at the top here, just a little bit, leaving a little bit of space. I'm going to curve down and just blend in with the inside part of that leg. So curving down like this. On the right side, we'll start on the inside and curve out. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's Rubble from Paw Patrol. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.